In this video, Bybit became a victim of the largest theft in history, and the question is everyone is asking, is Bybit still reliable? And on top of that, we are also going to give you a quick update with the Bitcoin price action, as we saw a massive movement in the past few days by Bitcoin. Well, stay tuned to know more. So hi guys, and welcome back to another Gabs cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out videos like this. So yeah, let's now dive into this video. So yeah, I bet a lot of you have been waiting for my thoughts din dito regarding Bybit, kasi of course, I've been an avid user of Bybit for so many years na nga, and I've been using this exchange mainly for my trades and everything, as well as lahat ng mga spot wallets ko and investment. I all do that here in Bybit. So gusto ko pag-usapan ngayon is itong nangyaring latest na event, which is na-hack si Bybit, and it is considered as one of the biggest theft in crypto history, which is yung kay Bybit nga. And ako personally, hindi pa ako gumagawa ng video recently kasi I've been waiting out for some news. Number one, I've been waiting out for some news na update kung ano ba nangyari na nga dito kay Bybit. And then number two, I was actually on a vacation when this happened. So yeah, right now, since I am finally free, I can now make this video, and right now we can dive into this latest na pangyayari kay Bitcoin or kay Bybit and sa buong cryptocurrency market. And ano ba nangyari dito? And the question na we are all asking, is Bybit still reliable? Well, number one, the first thing that you should know is Bybit got hacked. And when it comes to hack, ang pinagkaiba nitong hack na to at yung mga previous hack na nangyari sa mga iba't ibang crypto history is this hack comes from an external source. And if you have been following the recent news, ang latest na balita nga dito na ang nag-hack dito kay Bybit is itong Lazarus Group from North Korea. And para sa mga hindi nakaalam, itong Lazarus Group is it's actually a popular group of hackers na nangyari na nga before in different bank heist in history. Siguro one of the notable ones na nangyari before is yung sa Bangladesh hack. Yun, kung naalala nyo, yung Bangladesh, nagkaroon ng heist sa kanila, yung kanilang $1 billion worth of reserves, ninakaw ng Lazarus Group at spinred out nila sa iba't ibang banks across the world. And one of them was actually RCBC. And para sa mga nakaalala, yung isa sa mga branch managers ng RCBC is kinasuhan at nakulong dahil nga sa kanila napunta yung isa sa mga natitirang dollars or isa sa mga reserves na hinak ng Lazarus Group. Winidraw sila via RCBC, and if na-follow nyo tong balita na to, nakulong ngayon yung branch manager because of this hack na nangyari noong 2016. Now, this same group na nangyari dito sa RCBC, Bangladesh, and this bank heist na nangyari na yan and those money laundering, it is also the similar group na nag-target dito kay Bybit. So, this same group na nag-target kay Bybit is actually an external heist na nangyari. So, hindi siya nangyari, it's not an inside job as what people are saying. Ang dami nagsasabi na what happened to Bybit was an insider job wherein someone from inside Bybit nagnakaw, then that's going to cause a rug pull. Well, what happened in reality is nothing like that. Yung siguro sinasabi nyo is somewhat similar to FTX, wherein insider yung nangyari and of course nag-cause siya ng scandal. But for Bybit, this thing na nangyari, it's not an insider job, rather an external, and it was a targeted na kind of attack. So, number one thing na pinag-uusapan, if it's still reliable when it comes to Bybit being a trusted exchange, for me, I think it's still reliable for me, kasi if you are going to compare this with any other bank heist in history, ang pinakang close na pwede niyong pag-usapan dito is yung nangyari kay RCBC. Si RCBC, of course, nagkaroon ng naging mode sila ng money laundering and na dinaanan ng Lazarus Group. But when it comes to trusted banks in the Philippines, RCBC is still one of the trusted banks. So, it doesn't mean na may external na umatake sa kanila, means they are not trusted anymore. Actually, a lot of different companies are being attacked every year, every month. Not only Bybit, not only RCBC, of course, si Facebook inaatake din yan for sure ng mga DDoS attack. Other types of exchange have also been attacked. Si BPI, of course, they are always receiving a lot of attacks then from different hackers and phishing attacks. So, yeah, I don't think na this hack alone is going to break down Bybit na nga kasi itong nangyari nga na to is somewhat similar dun sa mga previous na binanggit ko na hacks na nangyari in history. So, I don't think na we should be worried if Bybit is going to rug pull or things like that because as you can see, it's not an insider job. It's actually an attack from someone outside and it's a notable group which is Lazarus. So I don't think that we have to be worried about that. Now when it comes to reserves, I bet a lot of you are asking since nanakawan yung Bybit ng $1 billion, maaari ba silang babankrupt? Well, according to a research done by BitMEX Research, so BitMEX is actually one of the notable analysts on the crypto market. And according to them, even if nagkaroon ng 1 billion na loss si Bybit, Bybit is still sufficient enough or it is still solvent to still hold yung kanilang reserve. So, even if nanakawan sila, I don't think na it's going to lead to a bankruptcy kay Bybit kasi as you can see, malaki pa din yung reserves na Bybit. So, even if nanakawan sila ngayon, as you can see, Bybit is still able to hold a lot of reserves for us users and I don't think na we have to worry a lot so much dito sa nangyari kay Bybit kasi as you can see, may reserves pa din sila and if you want to withdraw, you can actually do it immediately. Actually, ako kaka-withdraw ko lang the other day and I didn't encounter any problems sa pag-withdrawal ko. So, I think as of now, Bybit is still reliable for me and I will still continue trading pa din kay Bybit even if nagkaroon ng ganitong balita. Ang mahalaga lang naman sa akin is number 1, hindi siya insider job. Number 2, meron pa ding reserves na meron kay Bybit. So, yeah, as of now, I am still holding money pa din kay Bybit. And, of course, nag-withdraw din ako recently but that's not related dun sa nangyaring hack. It's more of a personal use yung pag-withdrawal ko nun. But, yeah. As of now, I will still continue Bybit and I will still continue promoting Bybit kasi of course, this is one of the most ito yung mga exchange na may mura trading fees as compared to other exchange and of course, it's still one of the most trusted exchange in the world. So, I will still continue using Bybit pa din in my case. So, yun yung gusto kong pag-usapan with Bybit and I don't think that there are any other news. I believe there are a lot of news na still ongoing pa din kay Bybit but as of the time being, ito yung pwede ko ma-share pa lang ngayon kasi ito pa lang yung pinakang confirm na nakuha kong balita kay Bybit. So for me, I still think Bybit is still reliable and I will still keep on continuing. I will keep on using Bybit pa din in the near future. And yeah, yun yung for the Bybit na topic. I think it's too much na pinag-usapan natin ngayon and we can talk about other topics with Bybit in different videos in case na may bagong news na dumating. But yeah, right now, let's talk about the Bitcoin price action as some of you may have been waiting for this. So, yeah, as you can see, dito kay Bitcoin, ang previous analysis natin kay Bitcoin is we were seeing that declining price nga dito and increasing RSI. So, as what I mentioned, even if we have been eyeing for a massive dump dito kay Bitcoin, we were expecting somewhat of a bullish retraction to the upside kahit paano. Kasi meron nga tayong bullish divergence forming dito in the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, that has started playing out exactly as predicted. So, if you took in the trade dyan kay bullish divergence kay Bitcoin, then congratulations, you are now already in profits. But when it comes to an upward trajectory na nga ba dito kay Bitcoin, are we going to see a continued uptrend kay Bitcoin? Well, the first thing na maganda pag-usapan dito is zooming out dito in the daily time frame. You can see in the daily time frame na Bitcoin is right now trying to hold certain supports dito and that is the 200-day moving average. So as you can see, Bitcoin is right now getting a lot of support sa 200-day moving average. However, itong 150-day moving average is more likely going to act as a resistance ngayon. So right now, I believe Bitcoin is going to consolidate between the 85,000 up until 95,000 US dollars. I don't think na it's going to break 95K for the time being. But if it does break, then we are going to create a new analysis for that. But as of the time being, 95K is the resistance na forming dito kay Bitcoin. So I think this is just going to consolidate within the next few days. As you can see, we don't have any clear indicators as of the time being dito sa ating RSI. And if you're going to dive in sa stochastic RSI chart, in the daily time frame, you can see na it's still consolidating dito. So I don't think there's a clear movement in the daily time frame. But when it comes to the weekly chart, you can see na we might see a potential uptrend trajectory dito. But yeah, for now, we have to wait out kung anong ba yung mga ibang indicators mag-form, kasi as of the time being, isa pa lang yung nagko-form dito ng indicators, and then the rest, ang pinapakita pa lang dito is just a support and a resistance. So as of the time being, it's still unclear for the Bitcoin move, but what we can expect dito is somewhat a consolidation for the next few days kay Bitcoin. Now, if you want to trade this consolidation kay Bitcoin, make sure to trade this guys kay Bybit, kasi as of the time being, I'm still trading on Bybit, and if wala pa kayong ibang magamit na exchange, what I would recommend is either Bybit or BingX, and if wala pa kayong account with those exchange, you can use my sign up link na you can find in the description down below. And if you can claim up to $50,000 US dollars of bonus. So yeah, make sure to take advantage of those bonus, guys. You can find that, guys, in the description down below. Anyway, yun muna update natin for the time being. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.